Sally Rooney's Normal People. I mean, it's more than just a love story, isn't it? It's this really raw, unflinching look at identity, social class, mental health, too.
Absolutely. It digs deep.
Yeah. So today we're going to dive into the novel itself, the actual prose, and really explore that evolving dynamic between Marianne and Connell. Our mission really is to unpack some surprising truths about connection, those social pressures, and maybe that often quite painful path to, well, self-acceptance that runs through their story.
Think of it as a shortcut, maybe, to getting why this book hits so hard for so many people.
Exactly. Okay, so let's start back in high school. How did that stark contrast, Marianne's isolation versus Connell's popularity, how did that shape things right at the beginning?
Well, you see Marianne, right? She's described as top of class in English, the smartest person in school.
Yeah, super bright.
Super bright, but paradoxically, she has no friends and spends her lunchtimes alone reading novels. And people. Well, Connell hears a lot of people really hate her.
Right, and there are even rumors about her having a mental illness now or something, especially after her father died.
Then you've got Connell.
Yeah, the complete opposite. Outwardly, starred football player, popular, everyone seems to like him.
Exactly. But the novel gives us these hints, doesn't it? This fascinating internal conflict. He dreads being left alone with her, with Marianne, but at the same time.
He finds himself fantasizing about things he could say to impress her.
Yeah. There's this pull, this undeniable pull, even with his public image to maintain.
It's fascinating. And those external pressures, particularly social capital, they immediately start shaping their relationship, don't they?
Oh, massively. Connell is so caught up in that school hierarchy, which is why, their early interactions have to be secret.
Right, like when he picks up his ma'am, Lorraine, from Marianne's house where she cleans, that's where they have these private conversations.
And Marianne gets it. She understands his need for secrecy. The book says she has never done it, referred to him at school.
Yeah, there's this immediate understanding about keeping it hidden.
It's established right away.
And it wasn't just sneaking around, was it? There was that intellectual spark, too, like Connell suggesting the Communist Manifesto.
And her comeback? I know what the Communist Manifesto is called. You can just picture it.
Totally. And that description of them laughing, how they couldn't look at each other when they were laughing. They had to look into corners of the room or at their feet. It's so intimate.
It really paints a picture.
Yeah.
And he sees something different in her, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He says she acts different in class. You're not really like that.
Yeah, he finds her actual opinions interesting, even though she feels like confined inside one single personality everywhere else.
And then Marianne just being so direct. I like you.
Boom!
Yeah, the book nails it. The intensity of the privacy between them is very severe.
Yeah.
They can only be themselves with each other.
And that fear Connell has, that his life would be over if people found out. It just speaks volumes about how rigid that school environment was.
Totally. But to really get Marianne, you also have to look at her home life, which is just brutal.
Such a contrast to her intellect. Her brother, Alan. His hostility is awful.
Yeah, telling her you don't have any friends, do you?
Yeah.
And the physical stuff, grabbing her arm, jabbing the phone into her chest.
Breaking her nose later on. It's horrific.
And the mother, Denise, just passively accepts it. Marianne realizes Denise decided a long time ago that it is acceptable for men to use aggression towards Marianne as a way of expressing themselves.
Oh, that's chilling.
It really is. And that deep family trauma, you can see how it makes Marianne feel like her real life was happening somewhere very far away, happening without her. It explains so much of her vulnerability.
Okay, so moving forward a bit, we hit this really pivotal moment, the whole Debs situation.
Oh, the Debs, yeah.
Connell asks Rachel Moran, telling Marianne it wasn't romantic. And Marianne is just quietly devastated, sleeps for 13 hours straight.
Yeah, the impact is immediate. But what's really interesting is Lorraine's reaction, Connell's ma'am.
Right. She's so firmly on Marianne's side. Tells Connell he doesn't deserve you, even calls him a disgrace, says she's ashamed of you.
Which is huge, coming from his own mother. It shows Marianne has this ally.
It does. Then, things escalate at the Debs fundraiser night. Really shocking incident. Marianne feels Connell watching her.
And then that guy just squeezes the flesh of her right breast in front of everyone.
Horrible, and Rachel laughs.
Rachel laughs. But Connell's reaction is completely different. It's uncharacteristically aggressive for him, right?
Yeah, he tells Rachel, he says, would you ever fuck off? And then offers to drive Marianne home. It's powerful because, as the book says, Connell never speaks or acts like this in school. What does that moment do to him? just shattering that image for her.
Oh, it's a seismic shift. It absolutely is. In that raw moment, his whole public persona just crumbles. And that leads straight to the impulsive declaration, doesn't it?
Yeah, telling her she's beautiful and then, I love you.
Which for Marianne feels like the beginning of my life.
Mm-hmm.
But for Connell, it's immediate confusion. Shame, even.
He questions it right away. Was it true? He didn't know enough to know that, thinking about all the times he's lied before.
Exactly. And then comes that crushing realization at the Debs. The secret for which he had sacrificed his own happiness and the happiness of another person had been trivial all along and worthless. No one cared.
Oof. Devastating.
And his body reacts, right? Throwing up in a cubicle, thinking of saying, I love you, is terrifying, like watching himself committing a terrible crime on CCTV. It's just the immense psychological weight of trying to fit in, sacrificing something real for something worthless.
Yeah, it really highlights that cost of conformity. Okay, let's shift to college. Trinity. Things really changed for Connell there.
They flip almost.
Yeah. Despite being academically brilliant, highest grade on all but one module, called a genius even.
Feels completely lost. That invisibility nothingness he described.
And that discomfort about his clothes, feeling they're cheap and unfashionable next to the wealthy Trinity crowd, that sense of not belonging just grows.
It really does. And then his mental health takes a serious nosedive, especially after Rob's suicide.
Yeah, the anxiety becomes severe. Panic attacks, dissociation. That score on the Beck Depression Inventory, 43, indicating a very serious depression. It's stark.
And what he says in therapy is so raw. Life is the thing you bring with you inside your own head. And then I hate it here, and now I can never go back there again. It's just heartbreaking.
Yeah, this real struggle to find his place. Meanwhile, Marianne's off having her own difficult experiences abroad.
Also navigating really complex, traumatic stuff. Her relationship with Jamie, who she sees as basically Holocaust and I are hiding behind free speech.
Right, and then Sweden with Lucas, that whole dynamic.
Yeah, the BDSM game where he degrades her.
Yeah.
You're worthless. Lucas likes to tell her you're nothing. And she finds no perceptible joy in it. She calls it tranquilizing, leading to depression so deep.
So given everything she's been through, what does that experience with Lucas, how does that reshape how she sees love or herself?
It forces this really chilling question, doesn't it? She wonders if love can be indistinguishable from the basest and most abusive forms of violence.
Which links back to her feeling unlovable, having a coldness about me I'm difficult to like.
Exactly. And that reflection she has. There's always been something inside her that men have wanted to dominate, and their desire for domination can look so much like attraction, even love. You see how trauma can just twist your whole perception of intimacy, making abuse feel familiar?
Yeah. Awful.
Yeah.
And amidst all this individual suffering, they have that critical misunderstanding that splits them up.
Oh, that miscommunication. So painful. Connell thinking she wanted to see other people when he lost his scholarship and had to go home.
While she thought he was just breaking up with me, just wires completely crossed.
It caused so much unnecessary pain. But even then, they slowly reconnect, don't they? Through emails, those weekend visits back home.
Yeah, Connell admits it's really the only thing I have to look forward to.
And if you step back, you see these two people dealing with their own huge challenges, their own traumas, but kind of mirroring each other's struggles with self-worth, belonging, finding authentic connection. Those emails become a lifeline.
Definitely. Which brings us to another really powerful moment. The climax of Marianne's trauma at home. Alan assaults her again, breaks her nose.
And her first call is to Connell.
I just don't know what to do. Just that raw plea. How does Connell respond? And what does it show us about how he's changed?
His response is just instant,
Enough.
decisive, utterly different from the Connell we saw in high school. He goes straight to her. He confronts Alan forcefully, tells him, if you ever touch Marianne again, I'll kill you.
Wow.
Yeah. And then he offers Marianne just complete comfort. No one is going to hurt you like that again. I love you. I'm not going to let anything like that happen to you again. It's like he's finally shed that skin of worrying what people think. He's a protector now.
It really feels like a full circle moment for him.
Absolutely. His growth is immense.
But even with that safety, their intimacy is still complex, isn't it?
Yeah.
When they get back together physically, Marianne has these, well, unsettling requests.
Yeah, you can do anything you want with me.
Yeah.
Or, will you tell me I belong to you?
Which Connell finds weird. It shows they're still navigating that power dynamic.
Exactly. And Marianne's internal thoughts are still so painful. She feels like she's degenerating, moving further and further from wholesomeness, while Connell seems more adjusted.
She even fears she's someone even Connell finds disgusting, even now. What does that tell us about how deep that trauma runs?
It tells us that safety and love aren't like an instant cure. Those deep-seated feelings of worthlessness, that self-loathing from her past, they're still incredibly potent. She struggles to really believe in the goodness he offers.
So that desire to be dominated is almost like a default setting.
It could be seen that way, yeah. A deeply ingrained pattern, maybe seeking validation through control because genuine self-worth feels impossible. It shows that healing, truly decoupling your value from how others treat you, is a long, hard process. She's not there yet.
Which makes the ending, or near the ending, so interesting. Connell gets this amazing opportunity at the MFA program in New York.
Yeah, a huge deal for him.
And Marianne's reaction, telling him, you should go, I'll always be here, it feels like such a massive step for her. Genuine, selfless support.
It really is. It's the ultimate act of reciprocal growth, maybe. He was shaped by her uniqueness, became her protector, helped her start to heal.
And now she empowers him to chase his dream, even if it means being apart for a while.
Exactly. The book sums it up so well. He brought her goodness like a gift, and now it belongs to her. Meanwhile, his life opens out before him. They've done a lot of good for each other, really, she thinks. Really. People can really change one another.
That line hits hard.
It really does. It suggests true connection isn't about never leaving, but about helping the other person become who they're meant to be.
So we've kind of journeyed through this whole intricate landscape of their lives, haven't we? Seeing how class, family trauma, all those internal struggles just constantly shape how they see things, how they act.
Yeah, it's a powerful look at just how complex human connection is, and how profoundly two people can actually change each other's lives, for better or worse, often both.
Definitely for the better in their case, ultimately. Which kind of leads to a final thought maybe for you listening. Given everything we've seen, the depth of their bond, the huge impact they have on each other's sense of self, what does normal even mean, when it comes to relationships? Especially when real understanding, real love often seems to grow in these very private, unconventional, sometimes really painful spaces.
That's the questions. And what is normal, anyway?